Morning, it's Thursday the 19th of May. It's coming up to 11 o'clock and I'm looking down towards Belfast Lough. From North Belfast. I'm at Carnmoney Cemetery. I'm up above the Abbey Centre and up above the Valley Leisure Centre. And Carnmoney Cemetery is one of the only cemeteries in Belfast that I've never ever been in, I've never videoed in. I'm going to try and rectify that now. It is a massive cemetery, so I can't hope to get round all of it. It's split by the road here, and that in itself is unusual. So the road comes right through the cemetery. I would imagine, looking at the headstones, that these are the newer graves on this side that I'm looking at. So this is Carnmoney East Cemetery on that side, and this is the main cemetery on this side. There's a nice Honda there sitting in beside mine. And there's a big remembrance cross just up here, remembering those who lost their lives in the First and Second World Wars. And there are war graves in here. But here's a remembrance of Second Lieutenant Hugh Colvin, Cheshire Regiment, 20th of September 1917, and he's a Victoria Cross winner. So I must check him up whenever I open up the computer. And there's a lot of big graves towards the entrance here as well. I know nothing about this cemetery. I don't know when it was opened or anything else. I've just stumbled across it. Died 1918. (1919). So the graveyard here must date from, 1910. I don't know. (1919). Big grave here. (1921). 1906. And we're just underneath the Cave Hill, and there's McCart's Fort. And I'm rearranging my dates for when the cemetery might have opened. I've seen headstones with 1906 on them. There's a Banbridge person. And I'm from Banbridge. Don't recognise that. Sunnyside Banbridge? Don't know. Beautifully carved. All three of those. The dove coming down, and it's got a wee branch in its mouth. Is that remembering Noah when the dove or the bird came down? I don't know. This is the Ritchie family grave. Died 1910. And this is James Whitford Ritchie, MB JP, and Dr. Mary Whitford Ritchie. There's one Dr. James Nixon Whitford Ritchie, CBE, JF. Not too sure what the JF's for. And there's another Dr. Louise Gillen, JP. This is one big cemetery. And this is the Ellis family grave. And this is interesting on the left hand side. Also my father, who died 1896, who is interred in Belfast City Cemetery. And my brother Willie Hall, Chief Torpedo Operator HMS Invincible, who lost his life in the Battle of Jutland, 1916. And there's the upturned torch, and it's flaming, signifying that the person hopes in heaven. If the torch was unlit, it would mean that they didn't have any faith. And this is good along the top. I like that. This is one of the war graves. First World War grave. J. Carson, Royal Irish Rifles, 4th of September 1918. He was killed in the last stages of the war, and he was only 24. My goodness. And there's another war grave on the other side. I can hardly read this. Oh, C. Hayes, 3rd Air Mechanic, Royal Air Force, February 1919, and he was only 19. My goodness. I wonder why he died 1919. Surely the war was over. But maybe he died from his injuries. There's a massive big headstone. I haven't seen one quite as ornate as this. It's James Larry Lease, MC, Captain 6th Battalion Tank Corps, formerly of the 1st Black Watch, served in France from 1915, killed in action 1918, aged 24, and is interred in Bienvilliers near Albert. Also his brother Arthur Gregg Lees, who died 1923, the result of an accident, aged 17 and a half. Oh dear. Such sad stories. And there's Belfast Lock again. And I suspect that this one's going to be a child's grave. Elaine, much loved daughter, aged 5 and a half, 1931. The Hannah family. Oh, it's just heartbreaking losing your child at the age of 5 and a half. And I must encourage my friend Peter McCabe to come here and do a cemetery trail guide, because I honestly don't know who's buried in here. You know, everybody's significant, but I don't know any of the significant graves, if you get my drift. And I was talking to a gentleman and his wife all the way from Australia, or not Australia, New Zealand, and they were finding their grandfather's grave. They left Northern Ireland in 1969, and I wonder why they left it just at that date. Have a good idea, to escape the troubles. And I was talking to him and his lady wife from Jersey, and there's another war grave. T. Booth, Royal Army Service Corps, 9th of October 1915, age 37. And there's another one back here, and this is the crest up above. Rifleman, Royal Irish Rifles, age 49. Now I'm surprised to see his age, because he might back in the day have been considered too old for service, but my dear brother, he was killed. He joined up and was killed. There's just so much to see in here. I could stay a week in here. Yeah, I must encourage my good friend Peter McCabe to come and do trails. This is the Barron family plot. Quite a large headstone. Some newer graves mixed in with the old. Massive big family plot here, the Henderson family plot. Again, ornate, elaborate. But you know, it doesn't really matter, does it? We're all equal in death. We all occupy the same amount of ground. Here's in loving memory of dear husband John Taggart, ex-Sergeant RIC, died 1930. So that was the Royal Irish Constabulary, and it was replaced by the RUC, the Royal Ulster Constabulary. There's another war grave. Rifleman T. Maclay, Royal Irish Regiment, died 1914, aged 43. So this has been my wee brief dander up around Carnmoney Cemetery. I'm delighted to have got here and done this.